Welcome, Ross Wars. I'm Mike with the Gainesville Gators, bringing you another edition of the Monday Night Miracle this season, 2022, week one. Uh, I wanted to do this article more of as a writing article, but with some time restraints, I ended up going to the game yesterday. Ended up over at another friend's house after watching the Tampa Dallas game. So time early this morning, just really couldn't fit it in. So we're going to just go with the recording this week, and next week we'll go back to what I originally had planned on doing with the article. So, okay, a few updates with myself. I moved. I got a bigger apartment. I'm sure some of you guys noticed on some of the last videos. I was kind of like in a cramped spot. That was my apartment. Uh, Nothing really humbles you like living in a tuna can. That's for sure. Believe me on that. So yeah, I moved into a bigger place, closer to work. Uh, Ended up with a new job, so I was commuting for like 3 hours a day. So I made it kind of tough. So the move was really beneficial in a lot of ways for me. So it's nice I get to spread it, see my new place. But anyway, so um, got a few new members this season, this off season. Shaq with the Tiger Sharks, Mike with the Gunslingers, Bill with the Blizzard. And so, welcome guys. This is just a little update, a little recap of the weekend's games. Um, Kind of bring us into the Monday night game and kind of see where everybody stands and, maybe make some predictions and some close ones and stuff like that. So, um, like I said, next week it'll be more of a writing thing article. Kind of want to get used to more writing. I'm still kind of learning this whole technology thing, text messaging still even kind of fucks with me sometimes. But anyways, so we'll just jump right in. First thing is we're going to look over at some of our top scorers for the week. Kind of call them our miracle workers, the guys that could really put you over the top and get some wins for you. So let's go ahead and share the screen here so we can get this going. All right. So first off, we have, I just kind of want to look over like the top 25 guys. There's a lot here, a lot of guys that did really well, but I mean, right at the top of the list, you got Minka, Highsmith, TJ Watt, of course, Justin Jefferson, all putting up some big numbers. Yesterday, Minka with a pick six. Highsmith, I think he had like 3 sacks. Like he was just, if you notice, the top three are Pittsburgh defense. They really kind of just took advantage of that Cincinnati offense all day yesterday. So from what I could see, I didn't really get to see a lot of the game. I just caught some glimpses here and there and some replays, but it looked like they pretty much handled them. Then Cleo Mack made the list in top six there. Patrick Mahomes, of course, with his 5 touchdowns. Like I said, I went to the game yesterday. What a clinic they pretty much put on against the. That was embarrassing for the Cardinals, of course. They looked like a preseason team that just didn't know what the hell they were doing. Kyler Murray looked awful. I mean, just horrible. I mean, making really poor decisions. But I'm sure a lot of you guys seen the game. Uh, but Kansas City looked really good. Patrick Mahomes did Patrick Mahomes things. He just moved the ball around. A bunch of different receivers kind of really got everybody involved. But Kelsey doing Kelsey things. Just yeah, it was. I think the best part of it was when they honored the 9/11. I think that was the best part of the whole experience, really, other than just getting to a live game and having some fun with some fans and stuff. That I did enjoy that. That was great. That was awesome. I can do that again. But so, anyways, there's our top scorers. Saquon Barkley looked really well. look like Saquon Barkley. So yeah, there's our top score. So we'll go ahead and jump right over here into the matchups, kind of move through this a little quickly. I had a little bit of an opportunity to go through some of these and kind of see where everybody stood on them and everything. And we'll just start right at the beginning back here with my matchup with the Arsenic. So I think this matchup here kind of like evens out the matchups between me and Haji there at like 2-2, but I think it was like a little 10 or 11 point, maybe 12-point favorite coming in. But my whole offense, just kind of the Gators offense, just didn't even show up, period, from the quarterback all the way. I mean, Travis Kelce, bright spot there. Corey Davis did at least make an attempt to get his protections, but did kind of have a decent day for what I was expecting out of him. The defense pretty much held up for itself, kind of did what they were supposed to do, but the offense just really just didn't do what they needed to do. And Haji he's got a really good team, and started out Thursday night with Josh Allen just putting up the numbers he did, the 3 touchdowns and the rushing touchdown, 4 touchdowns. So yeah, and all of his offensive players, Devontae Adams, AJ Brown, Kareem Hunt, all put up pretty good numbers. AJ Dillon, and his defense, as usual, really. Wow, actually, man, the more I look at it, his defense really didn't show up much at all. Had the Alex Highsmith, I guess that saved a lot of it there, for sure. Like I said, those miracle workers can really change a matchup. So this one obviously is going to go to Haji. Congratulations, Haji, on the win. Could be our last time with you moving up to the main league. Congratulations on that, buddy. And good luck the rest of the way. We're going to move on to the next matchup, which is the Saints and the Falcons. Nathan came in, I think he was maybe a 20, 25 point, a little bit of a favorite coming into this matchup. Not much, but another one of those teams where if you look, just kind of offense really just didn't show up. Defense pretty much held its own, but just offense just didn't really fell flat. Nobody, when you really look at it, I think Josh Allen's like his only real big highlight. Hopefully Lockett can come in and at least get him up there above 300 in a respectable score, where the Falcons they have one quarterback, but the skilled players they put in there, they all have great days. Swift, Patterson, Gibson even had a good day. Elaire, good day. Just all the way down the board, had a pretty good day on most of his offense and his defense. Another one with Alex Highsmith, game changer. So there you go. It's we even have Minka too. What a double whammy. Double whammy. He's pretty much screwed on that right from the onset. There's Nathan. Sorry about that, buddy. But yeah, the Falcons are going to take this one. First win of the season. So congratulations to the Falcons, Keith. Guys, keep that up. You guys could actually do something this season. That rosters are pretty decent. Okay, over to the next matchup, which is the Badgers against one of our newcomers. Mike, sorry to hear about your mom, Mike. That's always a hard thing to deal. But yeah, prayers out to you, buddy. Anyways, this one here, I think the Gunslingers were actually favored pretty heavily in this one. The Badgers are still much in the rebuilding. Connie's over there just kind of working her little magic over there, just picking up little pieces here and there. And but again, another one of the teams that their offense just kind of fell flat, didn't really show up. They got some good scores out of his defense, just offense didn't do much. And gave Connie an opportunity for her little rebuilding team to kind of pull off a win right at the beginning of the season. Connie does have Rashad Penny and Alberto going, so there's a chance she could pull this one out. It's pretty slim, but she could definitely do it. It all depends on where that game goes for her. I don't really think she has enough. I don't know if Penny and Albert there can get things done, but she's going to make it close. So, but I'm going to take the Gunslingers on this one. Sorry about that, Connie, but congratulations, Mike, on your first win, roster wars. It looks like you should be able to hold her off. Let's hope. Let's hope. All right, next matchup. I'm going to skip this one. I'm coming back to that one. That was the monster matchup on the PP side. So I want to come back to that one a little bit in just a bit. It's an interesting matchup. Okay, the next matchup there are the Blitz and the Panthers. Bill, another newcomer. Welcome to Ross Wars, Bill. Looks like you should be able to hold off the Panthers. They each have one player going. I think they're both defensive players, if I'm not mistaken. I know Melvin Gordon, Jordan Brooks. Yeah, with Jordan Brooks going, the Blitz should be able to hold them off, no problem. Blitz had a pretty good showing for Patrick Mahomes, of course, AJ Dillon. A few good guys on the defensive side, AJ Brown. A couple of decent scores on the defensive side to kind of get them over the hump. Another one of those teams where the starting from the quarterback on down, offense just didn't show up. Really, the defense didn't really show up much for the Panthers either. I mean, safety's got him a couple points. Kyle Walker had a pretty good day. Cam Jordan, still doing Cam Jordan things. Travis Kelce and James Robinson were probably about the only real big highlights on the offensive side. So I'm going to have to pick the Blitz on this one. And congratulations to Bill, another newcomer getting their first win. So congratulations on that, Bill. Good luck the rest of the season, guys. Okay, on to our next matchup is the Koalas and the Mayhem. I'm pretty sure the Koalas were pretty well favored in this one as well. Might have to double check, but it may have only been a slight, but I think they were favored. And Carla's offense did pretty well for her. She had Michael Carter, did all right, pretty well. Jonathan Taylor, obviously, gonna do what he does. Stephon Diggs started off Monday night or Thursday night with a nice 26-pointer from Diggs, so that kind of gave her the old jump start. Both teams had some highlights, they're just spotty here and there, but it looks. Joe Mixon for Koalas. Let's look on the defensive side how they did. Meh. Had Ruger Hill did okay for Carla, but pretty meh. I mean, in general, on the defensive side, but Carla had just enough to on the offensive side, I think, to take this one for sure. So, yeah, I don't see Cortland Sutton. I mean, he could. He had 24 points. 35 points, maybe 34, 35 points. I don't see that happening. So Carla, Commander, she's gonna take this one. She's gonna pull this one off, and good win for her. Starting off against a really good team and pulling off the win. Way to go, Carla. Sorry about that, Paul, but somebody's got to win. It's going to fall a little short. All right, our next matchup is going to be another newcomer, Shaq with the Vegas Beach Tiger Sharks. Still love that logo. It's cool as shit. Slashers, like your logo too, Bob, too. I voted for both the guys in the logo wars. This matchup is pretty close right now, but I mean, projections I think have the slashers taking it, and they do have a lot of firepower on the offense that, could make up the difference that they need to hold off a couple of defensive players that the Tiger Sharks had. That was Sertan and Vermont Jones. But highlights for the Tiger Sharks really were Saquon Barkley, Miles Sanders did decent. Offensively, Von Miller, Micah Parsons. I thought Micah Parsons would have put up a little bit better numbers than that. Not a bad showing, got 2 sacks, but just seemed like once they figured out where he was coming from, they pretty much didn't let him get through very much last night. So good job on the Bucks to hold him off. He looked like he was going to wreck that. But yeah, so just some mediocre performances here and there mixed in with some good ones to kind of balance it out and keep this one close. For the slashers, anybody that stands out, Mike Evans kind of did okay. Michael Thomas, yeah, after 2 years back, 2 touchdowns. Good for him. Right on. He should be well rested for sure. But then on the defensive side, he had some pretty good performances, but really put him, gave him this match because that's who I'm going to pick for this one. I thought Devin White, James Bradbury, there's pick 6, that was nice. See, Nick Bolton. Yeah, so his offense did what they needed to do, kind of helped out the offense, and where it was lacking, it was enough to pull off the win. Still got my Russell Wilson, Javonte Williams, Metcalf going tonight, and should be able to easily hold off Tiger Sharks and take the win. Sorry about that, Shaq. That's the way it goes, man. It's a close one. At least you hung in there, buddy. All right, our next matchup, which is the Puffins and the Unforgiven. Sean, thank you for the hat, brother. Very nice. One of my favorite ones I wear from occasionally, time to time. Shirt's pretty cool too. So thank you on that. But unfortunately, that's where all the accolades stopped, because the Unforgiven will have this one pretty well handled. The Puffins don't even have anybody going. Still, Unforgiven pretty much they win. Sorry, Sean, but they win. He had some guys that showed up. Cooper Kupp obviously spent big for him in the offseason. Of course, he came through. Brandon Cooks, Daniel Jones actually be his projection, but really, I don't know, he looked okay, I guess. Yeah, just Jordan Hicks on the defensive side for Puffins, pretty much just yeah, one of those other rosters that just the offense just couldn't mustered anything, and unfortunately his defense wasn't really enough here to make up any difference. And with the Unforgiven, they had Justin Herbert, had a pretty good day, really good day actually. Yeah, 3 touchdowns. Miles Davis actually had a pretty good day. I would, considering got a tie. You know what I mean? How that ended that game, I don't know about that, but Antonio Gibson, which a lot of people were down on coming in, but he got a pretty good workload, got a pretty good stack points there for him. But then on the defensive side, he had some big names, Simmons, Bentley, Hariki, kind of push him and keep him ahead of the Puffin enough that they can take the win down. Might even have a chance to crack the top guys with the 300 plus scores. Yeah, he's got Jonas Griffin, Alex Singleton, I'm sorry, and Jamal Adams. Yeah, pretty good chance. Real good chance, actually. So Unforgiven, take this one. And congratulations to the Unforgiven and Aaron. Okay, let's move on to our next matchup here, which is the Toontown Warlocks against the London Legion. Yeah, Mike is pretty much just came into the season, and unfortunately, he is not one of the teams where his offense shit the bed, nor did his defense, and he came out and had a pretty strong showing. A couple of his running backs, really, David Montgomery. I didn't really catch a lot of that game. I caught a few of the highlights, but sure looked like they were using Herbert a lot. But I'm sure that a lot of them might have had to do with the game script, just keeping it on the ground. But Elijah Mitchell goes down, he could be out for a while. Like could be season, maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't heard any reports yet on that. But Justin Jefferson comes up really big for him. Then his tight ends, Everett and Freiermuth, Cole Kmet. I think that had a lot more to do with game script as well. Not really throwing the ball a lot. And his defense just showed up. Minka, Winfield, Woods, and Devin White, Nick Bolton. So those guys, Miles Garrett, Boza. Defense just complemented the offense enough and put him up a big score. So good way to go, Mike. Way to come into the season ready to take on the challengers and all the skeptics. Ready to go, man. Congratulations, Mike. And the Warlocks. Got to give a little love out to the Warlocks. Got Saquon there, Winston, Michael Thomas, did well, Christian Kirk. He has got some really good highlights to take away, even though it was a loss out of this one, especially even on the defensive side, which really came through for him. Walker, what a day. Jones, Werner, just everybody just kind of came to play. And so you got a lot to look forward to there, Tyler. So let's hope they can keep it up and keep you from getting that pink again. Maybe Merceau, he did. Maybe got Merceau. So yeah, way to go, Tyler. Even though it's a loss, I'm gonna say congratulations. You actually got some guys put some numbers up and you could actually have a pretty good season. I really see pink in your future if you can keep that up. If you keep this up, for sure, for sure. All right, congratulations, Mike, on the win, though. Way to come into the season. All right, so next matchup is the Mungmen and the Crunch. I'm with Greg. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I'm sure it probably sounds close to what I think it is. I'm not going to attempt it, but either way, John understands. He knows. Okay, so this one here it's a lot closer than what it's probably going to end up being. Even though the Mugmen have that point lead, it's going to probably disappear as soon as Rashad Penny grabs his first run. So the Crunch will probably take this one pretty easily. So let's just kind of go over some of the highlights. It's a pretty low scoring matchup for the Mugmen, considering he had some guys that could have put up some numbers for him. CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, not really doing Devontae Smith, nothing, Defensively, just probably about what he expected it, maybe a little more out of Harriman, Cam Jordan, good day, Brian Burns, but he still has a lot to look forward to, look up to. The Lions put on a hell of a fight against the Eagles. Well, St. Brown had a really nice day. Swift, Patterson. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it for them. And over here on the Crunch side, Mayfield, he didn't get the win he wanted. I don't know if he looked all that great, but yeah, Mayfield and Aaron Rodgers. Wow. day for them. What a day for them. Elair was a good bright spot, high scorer for him. Did well. And just did pretty well on the defensive side. Another one of those teams that just the defensive side, which I think John was ranked right up there in the top. So that defense kind of came through for him. Really kind of put him over the top for the win. Give him that extra. He's got Penny and Sutton going, so should easily be able to get over 300. That's kind of what you want to do. So you want to try to get it's that all play that could come into play later. All right, on to the next one. This one here is kind of in the bag too, pretty much. It's going to take you. You got one guy going, the Unicorn, and who is that? Let me see who it was. I was Noah Fant. Yeah, good luck. The Blitz just let's start at the top here. I'm not going to name them all because shit, you can see for yourself that everybody kind of just chipped in for the Blitz big time on his defense for sure. And TJ Watt, that might be a big loss for them. But as you can see, I'm sure he's got plenty to go with it on that defense. Yeah, the defense came through for him. Offense did pretty well too, Mahomes, Mixon, Landry, Pittman. And put 400 points up when you put numbers up like that. Congratulations to Mike on the win. The Unicorn still over 300 with Fant still going, so it should be 300 plus. Should be top of the list on the all play. Cam Akers not doing nothing. Really tried, but anyways, didn't do anything, and that kind of hurts when you don't do that when you're going up against a team like the Blitz. But he had some bright spots with Jonathan Taylor, Jamar Chase, Darren Waller, even though he didn't get his projection, but 4 for 79, considering a lot of going on there. Cade York there. Kicker. Wow. Good job on the kicker. Jonathan Allen on the defense. Aaron Donald. Just a pretty solid, floor type of performance for the defensive side for them. Kind of at least kept them in it. If you could have just got a little more better performance out of some of his top guys here, McLaurin, Elijah Moore, Alvin Kamara, Cam Akers, he probably could have made this a little better matchup, but unfortunately, not enough to get it done. Let's take this one. And we're on to the next matchup, which is the RR Monster matchup. I think the pick was the Pigskins, and it looks like they are probably going to win this. Probably about it. It's pretty much a done deal. But both these guys were pretty well, had some pretty stacked rosters that should have performed way better, in my opinion, than they did. Another one of those here for the Rottweilers where the offense just didn't show up and the defense decided not to either. And you can't win if you can't win that way. It's just not going to happen. Bright spots, Jerry Sneed, and Trevor Lawrence. He's in the green, I guess we'll count him in there. Yeah, no real bright spots on that at all, man. Not at all. Cornerback, Sneed did pretty good. On the Pigskin side, who was going to be my pick for the win and was the pick for the monster matchup is the win. And the win for the Mad on My Crime thing, the win for him. I'm sure things are going to look a little shaky for him with Dak out now. He's down a quarterback, so I guess he's posted. If anybody's got an extra one, he's looking. Aaron Jones, wasn't much Green Bay was really getting done yesterday, anyways. I'm not sure it seemed like you've seen Dylan out there doing his more. But anyways, McCaffrey, not bad coming back from an injury-prone season last year to at least stay upright. Anyways, put up some decent numbers. Another one of those guys, Diggs, Evans, Debo got him a touchdown. Didn't really do much after that. I'm sure a lot of game script into that too. And they used him a lot for running too. So I mean, it kind of took out his. I think he only got 2 receptions, 2 for 14. He had 2 for 14. Jalen Waddle, nice game for Jalen. Like Kyle Pitts, just was really nothing there. Defensively, pretty much overwhelmed considering the projections, but kind of maybe underwhelmed a bit considering. But kept them in the match and kept them in the match enough to win, considering the atrocities that happened over here for the Rottweilers. So yeah, Pigskins take this one. There was also the pick for the monster matchup. So congratulations, Matt, that win. And we're going to move on to our last matchup. I wanted to move back to that. This was this one here. This one here is a very close matchup and swing either way. Both of them put up really good, respectable numbers on both sides. No, it was not just a one-sided ordeal. They put up solid numbers on both sides. Some highlights for the Tremors are Jalen Hurts, Devontae Adams, Michael Pittman, St. Brown, Amon St. Brown, Jonathan Allen. I could go on. Myles Garrett, just a bunch of them compared. And come over here to the Tyrant side. He pretty much the same thing. Roquan Smith, Devondre Campbell, Levante David really heard his name a lot. I mean, he was everywhere. He was doing a lot. So Jeffrey Simmons, and then on the offensive side, Justin Jefferson, Kareem Hunt, Gabe Davis, Joe Burrow, pretty much. I wonder how many times that he got sacked yesterday. I have to look that up. But yeah, just pretty much a solid run for both sides. Just kind of made this one a really competitive matchup. And both of them have 2 players going tonight. And it's Jerry Jeudy and Jamal Adams for the Tyrants, and Justin Simmons and Cody Barton. This is a tough one. It's a tough one. Now the projections are showing the Tremors taking this one, but it's gonna be tough, man. They're gonna be really on the edge of the seat. I think they will hold them off. I think they'll take the win and kind of upset the projections, upset the pick. I think the Tyrants were the pick on this one. I'm not sure. I'll have to recap it. Kind of slipped my mind. Great article Bob did on that. Yeah. I'm taking the Tremors. That's what I'm taking. I'm just gonna roll with it. I know the Tyrants got a really good chance because I'm really high on Jerry Jeudy this year. Pretty much Jeudy and Sutton both, but Jeudy in particular. I think Russell Wilson coming in is really going to boost his stock. He's really going to, hopefully this is that year he can break out. Yeah. And I think this could be. So we'll find out tonight. I mean, this is This is what we play the games for. This is why we're here. Hope everybody had a great first week. And like I said, I'm going to take the tremors. So I hope everybody had a great first week. A lot of upsets, a lot of ups and downs, some teams, some Packer fans out there probably still licking their wounds. But hey, that's how it goes. So hope everybody has a great Monday and the rest of the week. And I'll be back next week with the Monday Night Miracle. So I'm out of here. See ya.